Hello friends, in this video we are going to discover the top 10 best places to live in Kansas. Name the film, There's No Place Like Home. You've guessed it. The Wizard of Oz. Now, where is Dorothy's home? Why, it's Kansas. This almost perfectly regular state can be called home by 2.9 million people, and no, they don't just click their heels and magic their way back here. Being the Midwest, Kansas state is well connected to the rest of the country by Route 70 and Route 135. So, we know that it is a well-connected state, but what about other factors that potential new residents look for in an American state? What about access to public schooling, cost of living, and population diversity? With 50 states to choose from, it can be bewildering to start the process of looking for a new place to live in the United States of America. Each state has its own merits, and as a collection of settlements, they are incredibly diverse. We have scoured the jumbled array of information out there about Kansas, eliminated the unnecessary and highlighted the useful, in this comprehensive guide of best places to live in Kansas, meaning you can focus on the fun part of the process, finding your new home. Kindly make sure to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon before we start this video about the 10 best places to live in Kansas. Now let's dig deeper into each of the top 10 best places to live in Kansas. Number 10. North Newton. North Newton is considered to be the safest suburb in Kansas. The cost of living is ideal and the availability of quality housing plentiful. This area has an aging population largely due to the schools in the area. Although all are performing on par with government expectations compared to other schooling districts in Kansas state, North Newton is underperforming. Nevertheless, if public schooling has no impact on your decision-making process, then there are no issues to report from North Newton. Just 30 minutes drive away from Wichita, there are ample provisions in North Newton for most people. Should megastores or a taste of big city life be in order, it's just a short drive away. Number 9. Manhattan. No, not the suburb of New York City, this Manhattan is very much in Kansas, in Riley County. In all honesty, there is very little to find fault within this suburb, and has it been in any other state it may well have ranked more favorably. Median rent here in Manhattan is far lower than the national average. At $859, the cost of living here is a big draw. In fact, more of the 55,700 people who reside here live in rented accommodation, rather than owned properties. This is a rather transient neighborhood due to its college town status. Students bring with them a vibrancy and thirst for socializing that benefits the whole community. Number 8. Lawrence. Lawrence is the 6th largest city in Kansas. On the banks of Clinton Lake, much like with Shawnee, there are plenty of opportunities to get outdoors here in Lawrence. The city in Douglas County is home to 91,000 people. There is a solid market here for rental properties, with nearly half of residents leasing their homes. With median rent at $852, it is easy to see why many residents opt to rent. That said, investing in property in Lawrence is a smart move. Great value for money in a pleasant neighborhood. On 21st Street, a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom family home costs as little as $140,000. Given the great selection of public schools in the area, young families can create a happy and homely base in Lawrence. Number 7. Shawnee. Looking back through our list of 10 best places to live in Kansas, it is safe to say that our selection features not only great places to live in Kansas, but great places to live in America as a whole. Shawnee is no exception. Those looking to rent a property in Kansas can hit the jackpot in Shawnee. With median rent at $854 a month, this is a greatly affordable area for tenants in this state. Local people describe the area as well balanced. In all respects, there is a diverse population of 64,100 people who earn around $77,000 a year. Situated on the banks of the Kansas River, close to Lake Quivira, there are ample opportunities to get outdoors and explore. Number 6. Mission Hills. Adjacent to Fairway and directly north of Prairie Village is the suburb of Mission Hills. You may recall the name from when we discussed Fairway, for Mission Hills is home to Mission Hills Golf Club. There are dozens of quaint coffee shops and family-run burger joints here in Mission Hills. First watch, Fairway is a popular spot for brunch. With a small population of just 3,500 people, Mission Hills is rather a sociable place. Residents are keen to keep the community atmosphere thriving, so there are many opportunities throughout the year to do your bit for the neighborhood. Mission Hills is a very affluent neighborhood. Average house prices are $913,700, and sadly there is little change from $1 million in this area. Number 5. Olathe. Schooling in Olathe has to be one of its biggest draws. With an incredible 73 public schools in the neighborhood, children growing up here really do get a sterling start in life. Boasting 2 of the top 5 schools in Kansas, Olathe is a great place to raise a family. Houses in Olathe are, for the most part, detached and come complete with vast gardens and evergreen trees to guard against overlookers. Should you scratch beneath the surface, you'll find that property in Olathe is more affordable than statistics would have you believe. For an investment of $99,000, you would gain a quaint and cozy 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom family home on Chestnut Street. Ideal for young families looking to get onto the property ladder. Number 4. Lenexa. If property in Overland Park was just a touch too pricey, then take a look at Lenexa. Situated immediately southwest of Overland Park, average house prices in Lenexa are a little more affordable, at $225,000. By choosing Lenexa, you would gain the best of both worlds, a slightly more affordable cost of living with access to all the amenities that make Overland Park the 8th best place to live in America. Lenexa is less densely populated too, home to just 50,400 people. This is a highly educated area, and this is reflected in the average household income of $75,954. With 20% of residents holding a master's degree or higher, this area is for the prosperous. Number 3. Overland Park. You will, no doubt, be excited to read that Overland Park is recognized as the 8th best city to live in all of America. The resident population of 181,464 people would rush to agree that overall satisfaction is high. Flicking through community forums online, it is hard to find anyone with anything even remotely negative to say about the place. Median household income is $72,463 a year, making the community very diverse in terms of socioeconomic background. The public schools in Overland Park are nothing shy of outstanding, and with 57 to choose from, parents have every option available to their children from elementary school through to middle school and beyond. Number 2. Prairie Village. The endearingly named Prairie Village is a small city that borders Leewood to the north. Home to 21,000 people, although on paper a city, as its name would suggest, Prairie Village is a small, homely neighborhood. House prices in Prairie Village are a little more affordable than Leewood, with median prices falling at $213,000 rather than $398,000. Given that Prairie Village too has an outstanding collection of public schools, 19 to be precise, parents who haven't quite hit the 6-figure income would do well to choose Prairie Village. Median household income here is $80,584, making the suburb more accessible and more diverse all round. Local people are also quick to note that proximity to commuter routes into Kansas City was another selling point when they were finding the best place to live in Kansas for them. Number 1. Leewood. Leewood is what could be referred to as a triple threat, in the right kind of way. Not only ranked as the best place to live in Kansas, but also the best suburb in the state and the best place to raise a family too, according to niche.com. Having listened to what local residents say, it is the tight-knit community that really makes Leewood a special place to live. On top of that, the charming style of houses and pride that people take in their properties all adds to the appeal. The median household income is $139,000, which would explain, perhaps, the high median property value. At $398,000, this area is rather exclusive, some would say. Median rent is $1,234, and with 93% of residents living in own homes, tenants are pushed for choice.